Howdy guys, I've noticed that you guys are getting claims, arguments, and evidence confused. So I wanted to do something real quick. So I have an argument here, and it's teachers should not have guns in the classroom. Okay, and here are three claims I had. One, the structure of a public education classroom makes this dangerous. Claim two, money would be better spent on psychologists and case managers. Claim three, teachers cannot afford the liability of guns in classrooms. Okay, so these are my reasons why I believe this argument is correct. These are my claims. The argument is what I'm proving. Okay, evidence helps me prove that. So here's my evidence for claim one. The average American secondary class size is 24 students to one teacher. That's dangerous, okay, for a gun to be in the classroom. A teacher could be overpowered, okay? Disciplinary issues are on the rise, okay? That's dangerous as well. So Wichita saw, which is smaller than Texas, Wichita saw a 53% increase in 1 year in discipline issues. So that's increasing the danger, correct? So that's why that supports that claim. That's evidence that supports that claim. And then 58% of teachers report their mental health is an issue. Well, we don't want people with mental health issues having guns, which also would increase the danger. All right. So that's evidence. Here is evidence that supports my claim. That is also a reason why my argument is correct. Okay, here's claim two. Money would be better spent on psychologists and case managers. All right, so I have evidence. The average school has counselors responsible for 500 students. Okay, that's one person, 500. So clearly, we're not getting mental health here. Even school counselors are not a school psychologist. All right, so that's even less. 13% of school population, and that's general schools, is special ed. So those kids need additional help. And if they're not getting it, especially if they only have, you know, two counselors for every 1,000 students, all right? So psychologists will help. School psychologists in Baltimore, some evidence I'm using from a specific district, have utilized psychologists to help lower socioeconomic students and families make healthier choices for their kids. Okay, so that is another reason why that would be a better use of money. Okay, because these are things that is something that we would want to happen in schools. Correct? All right. So that's evidence for claim two, which again is a reason that I believe my argument is correct. Okay. So my third claim is teachers cannot afford the liability of guns in the classroom. What evidence do I have of that? The average teacher in America makes approximately $56,000 a year. Okay, so that's not a lot of money. Gun owners are liable for accidental shooting. So let's say this teacher accidentally shot somebody in the midst of defending some other students. Okay, if that person decides to sue, that teacher is responsible, not the school district, nobody else, that teacher. Victims have been awarded six-figure sums in some of those cases. Well, if you only make $56,000 a year, you're not going to be able to afford six-figure cases. Okay, so that is not a good idea. That is why, with all these things, these reasons together, plus this evidence, teachers should not have guns in the classroom. See? Okay, so I hope this really clears up the difference between argument, claim, and evidence.